Hello my friends, hello, and welcome to the Rustic Fawn Lodge. Now today, I have a tag for you, and it's the easiest tag I could find to do. I've had a long week. Last week was a long week. My week goes past the weekend. And I am exhausted. I'm really, really tired. I didn't sleep much this past work week. About 5 hours a night, I guess, 5.5 maybe. And I'm tired. I'm very tired, and my brain isn't functioning well enough to do like a difficult tag. Book Time with Elvis just actually came out with a really good tag that he tagged me in called the Eurorail tag, I believe it is. And I wanted to do that one, but I was like looking at the questions, I'm like, that's too hard. It's too hard. I can't think of any books at all because my brain is not functioning correctly. So because my brain is not functioning correctly, I found the easiest tag to do, which is the In and Out tag by Rick MacDonnell. And everybody in the world has done this tag except me. I did actually the Steve Donahue version of this tag. He came up with his own version. But I never did the original version. So I'm like, I should do that. That's an easy one to do. I don't have to think too hard for that. So I'm going to do Rick MacDonnell's In and Out tag, where he talks about different bookish tropes and whether you are in or out of that trope. So let's see how I do on this. Number 1, reading the last page first. Now, reading the last page first. As has been pointed out by everybody, this is crazy. Nobody does this except for Rick MacDonnell's friend, apparently. So that's the one person in the world, I think, who does this regularly. I don't know why you would. It's a ridiculous thing. And so I'm totally out on that. Who does that? Except for this one person. Number 2, enemies to lovers. I think this could work if done well. So I'm going to say I'm in on that because I like the idea. Rick MacDonnell gives the example of Kylo Ren and Rey from Rise of Skywalker, the terrible, terrible, terrible most recent Star Wars movie. And yeah, that sucked because the movie sucked. And it was just, why was that so bad? It was so bad. How do you screw up a Star Wars movie? And it was just a total mess from beginning to end, The Rise of Skywalker. The one that came before that, The Last Jedi, wasn't terrible. It had some crappy things about it, like making Luke Skywalker like a reluctant hero, which is like the opposite of what Luke Skywalker is. That was lame. But not everything about the movie was lame. It was too long. And the reluctant hero Skywalker part was stupid, but not everything in the movie was bad. In The Last Skywalker, I'm pretty sure everything was bad except Chewbacca's performance. Chewbacca was really the only good thing in the movie. C-3PO had a couple moments, but otherwise, that movie sucked. I don't know why I went on a tangent with that, but I did. That's my tangent for the tag. Number 3, dream sequences. These are rarely done well. They usually suck, dream sequences, but sometimes they are done well. Sometimes. It's very rare. So I have a hard time being in or out on that one. I guess if push comes to shove. No, I can't, because Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath was kind of like a whole novel that was all a dream sequence. So maybe I can't be out just because of Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath. I don't know. That may be the exception. Otherwise, I probably am out. 4, love triangles. Well, I'm totally in on that. Those sometimes work. Sometimes. Reed Richards, The Invisible Woman, Namor. Sure. Love triangles. Why not? 5, cracked spines. I don't understand this whole cracked spine business. Usually the only cracked spines I encounter are books that I would get used if I really want them. I don't crack any spines myself. You don't have to. Even if it's a big book, you could read it without cracking the spine. If you're cracking the spine, man, I mean, you can open it wide enough to read it, usually, without breaking it. So no, I'm out on that. Nah, crack spines. 6, Back to My Small Town. Well, I just read not too long ago Salem's Lot, which was kind of like that. So I'm going to have to be in on that because I liked Salem's Lot a lot. 7, Monsters are regular people. I'm out. Monsters are not regular people. Monsters are cooler than regular people are. I guess this is like, you know, oh, evil people are really monsters, but they're human. I don't know what that whole thing means. No, monsters are not regular people. Monsters are better than regular people. Monsters are monsters. I like monsters. Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, those are monsters, and they're all awesome. So, and none of them are regular people. Who wants a monster to be a regular person? That's no fun. I'm out on that idea. Number 8, no paragraph breaks. Usually that sucks. There are a couple of exceptions. The White People by Arthur Machen is a story with practically no paragraph breaks. And that works pretty well, but that's pretty rare. Pretty rare. I'm going to say I'm out on that for the most part, with exceptions. Because otherwise it's just, you know, lame. And your eyes need a break sometimes, you know. That's why paragraphs exist. Partially. 9, multi-generational sagas. I'm totally in, if you do them right. Yeah. Multi-generational sagas. I'm up for that. Let's see. 10, rereading. I'm all about the rereading. I've done a lot of rereading in my life. Dracula, Lovecraft, Lord of the Rings, Conan, you name it. If I really like it, I will probably reread it at some point. Sometimes there are decades in between rereading. I just read The Shining, and I had read that once before, but it was so long ago that when I read it this time, it was like reading a whole different book. I had a whole different reaction to it this time when I read it. So rereading could be good, because if you reread it, you're probably at a different, you know, station in your life. So it could seem like a whole new experience. I'm not the same man I was when I read The Shining the first time. I don't think I was even a grown man the first time I read The Shining. Might have been. I forget how old I was. But yeah, rereading. It's good. Reread books if you really like them. Why not? 11, artificial intelligence. Well, that would be anything with a robot, right? So yeah, I'm totally in. Caves of Steel by Isaac Asimov. I could, you know, a million other books with robots in them. Sure, I'm up for artificial intelligence. Of course, I'm a sci-fi guy. I like science fiction, so of course I'm up for that. Of course. Okay, 12, drop caps. In. 13, happy endings. I think I'm out. Nobody really has a happy ending in real life. Let's face it. Even if it ends happily, further down the road there's going to be tragedy. That's just the way life is. Happy endings are so temporary. Out. Bah. Happy endings. There are a lot of books I like that have happy endings. So I'm not really out. I feel like I should be, though. Number 14, plot points that only converge at the end. That's okay. I mean, as long as the converging actually makes sense and doesn't seem super forced, then I am up for your plot convergence at the end. That is fine. I'm in for that. 15, detailed magic systems. It depends on the book, you know. I can be in on that. I usually like the magic systems and stories to not be that obvious. Magic to me is best when it's mysterious, you know. Like in Robert E. Howard, whenever magic showed up, it was bad. It was bad news. It was scary. Magic was scary. And I kind of like that. I like, and sort of like in the First Law trilogy as well. Whenever magic does show up, it's usually bad news, and it's usually frightening, and you usually don't have any real explanation for it, which is kind of unsettling and frightening. I like that. But if you do a detailed magic system that works for the story, as I hear it does in those Brandon Sanderson books that I haven't read yet, I could be in for that. Yeah, if it's good. If it works, why not? 16, classic fantasy races, elves, dwarves, and all that. Sure, I guess I'm in for that. I'm a Tolkien guy, so I like Lord of the Rings, and he was all about those guys. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. If you do it right, it's like anything else. You can have those guys if the book is good. It's fine. It'll work, you know? Let's see. What am I at? Number 17. Unreliable narrators. All in on that. All in on unreliable narrators. Most narrators are unreliable in one way or another, I suspect. But then I'm the suspicious sort. Number 18. Evil protagonists. Yeah, I'm all down for that too. Yeah, Glocta is kind of evil when you think about the horrible stuff that he does. But he's such a likable evil guy, you know? So yeah, I'm up for that. If it's done right. Number 19, The Chosen One. Screw The Chosen One. I am not up or in for The Chosen One, you know? I don't like The Chosen One. I hate that whole idea. I think it's lame. It's stupid. The Chosen One. You know, people say bad things about the Star Wars prequels with justification. But I liked that the Chosen One turned out to be just a bastard who was totally evil and killed kids and was just wretched all the way through. You know? Way to go for thinking Anakin was the Chosen One. No, he wasn't. He was awful. I kind of like that about those movies. You know. But yeah, I don't like the Chosen One idea as a thing. I think it's just lame. No, I'm totally out on that. And my tablet just turned off, so let me turn that back on again. Number 20, when the protagonist dies. Sure. You know, everybody dies. Eventually, you know. Most everybody. In fiction, there are exceptions. But yeah, if it works for the story, sure. You know? It worked for that first Game of Thrones books. Oh no, spoiler alert. It worked for that book. You know? It can work. It could be good. I'm in. Kill those protagonists. Number 19. No, wait. I'm past that. I'm at number 21. Really long chapters. The last book I read with really long chapters, the first two Malazan books, which I read earlier this year, I've got to get back to that series. But the one thing I didn't like is that the chapters were super long. I don't you know why super long chapters I'm not really into. I like, because I think it doesn't do much. It doesn't help the pace of the book. I think it kind of drags things out. But you know, what do I know? That's just me. So I'm out on really long chapters, but I will read books that have really long chapters. Both those Malazan books were really, really good. So I can't say too much. Number 22, French Flaps, in. I like them. Number 23, Deckled Edges. I'm in for Deckled Edges. I like those too. They're fancy in an unfancy way. Number 25, signed copies by the author. I don't have too many of those. I don't go out of my way to get signed books. I've got a Richard Dawkins book that is signed. I've got Jackie Chan's autobiography that was signed. So Jackie Chan signed my Jackie Chan book. That was kind of cool. I have a Swamp Thing collection signed by Len Wein, the creator of Swamp Thing. That was really cool. I like that. I have a book that was a Robert E. Howard book that was illustrated by Roy Krenkel, that was signed by Roy Krenkel. That's really cool. But otherwise, I don't go out of my way to get these things. Like with that book, I just got it and it just happened to be signed by him, and that was kind of a surprise. So I guess I'm kind of in, but I'm sort of out. It's like I don't go out of my way, but it's kind of cool. I'm going to be wishy-washy on that. 25 dog-earing pages. Everybody is out on that. It's stupid. Don't dog-ear your pages. Don't. You hear that, little one? Don't dog-ear your pages. My dog is asleep. Or my ghoul. She's either a dog or a ghoul. I haven't figured that out yet. Number 26, and this is the last one. See, I could do this even totally exhausted with my brain not working correctly. Number 16, chapter titles instead of numbers. That's fine. I don't care how you do your chapters. Do it however you want. Doesn't matter. Chapter titles are fine. It's kind of an old-timey thing. I kind of like it. Kind of like that. So yeah, that's the in and out tag. And I'm not going to tag anybody because everybody in the world has done this except me. And now I have. Yay! So yeah, the in and out tag by Rick MacDonnell. I will link him down below, even though you're all subscribed to him already. But I'll link him because, you know, he created the tag. He should be linked. He deserves it. So that was that. I functioned well enough to do that. I'm hoping to get some sleep tonight. More than 5 hours of sleep this time. Because I don't have to work tomorrow. I've got a couple days where I could just laze around here and read books and watch videos. I gotta watch some Damaged Wii videos that I've missed because he's great, but all his videos are like a half hour long or longer. And so I just never have time during the week to watch his videos. And he's awesome, Damaged Wii, so I'm gonna watch some of his videos that I've missed. I'm going to finish reading Necroscope, and then I'm gonna read this science fiction novel, which I have been putting off all month. Vintage science fiction, so I gotta do that. And I'm gonna make a couple videos tomorrow. I'm going to make, which videos do I have coming up? I have my comic book video, Epic Comic Book Wednesday, Spider-Man, that's gonna be awesome. And then I'm going to do my review of The Shining. That should be up on Thursday. Now even this video, I'm not sure whether it's gonna go up because my internet quality here is terrible. Like it's fine and then like a cloud will go by and the internet's gone. So it depends. This video will go up tomorrow if there are no clouds. We'll see. And that goes for the rest of the videos too. I'm crossing my fingers that I'll get that stuff out. Thanks for spending so much time with me with this totally exhausted guy. I appreciate that. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys.